Hi YouTube, so today I'm going to be talking about Sun in the 5th house and what that means if you have your Sun in the 5th house in your natal chart. So the Sun is our ego, it is our identity. It is the outer shell of the onion along with your ascendant. Now whatever house your Sun falls into is the part of our lives that are magnified and they help to identify us. It's the Sun lights up that house for you, basically. And you're gifted in that area, whatever house it falls into. So let's talk about the 5th house. The 5th house is traditionally ruled by Leo, which is ruled by the Sun. So here you're gonna see someone that's an extrovert probably, but we'll get to that part in a second. So the 5th house rules things of creativity, of self-expression, of children, of all of those beautiful, bright things like fun, happy relationships, like dating relationships, not like marriage relationships. So this person here is going to be very lit up in their sense of self is going to be surrounded by their creativity. They may be athletic if they're a fire sign, they may be artistic if they're a water sign. So things of those realms, of those topics are lit up here. And they need a lot of recognition, and because this is what they identify themselves with. They identify themselves with their gifts and their talents, and it's hard for them not to express that. And if they don't have an outlet to express them, their self-identity can be a little bit fogged up. The only time these people fall into like a depression and stuff like that is not the only time, but I'm saying depression can stem from not having an expressive outlet, not having friends and family and relationships, not having that light. They are a big light into whoever's life they are in. They add a lot of creativity, a lot of happiness, a lot of warmth, a lot of love to everybody's life. And all they're asking is for a little recognition, bro, and a little bit of fun. Like, when you're with them, be fun with them. Like, be happy with them. Play around with them. Leo is a fire sign. This house is traditionally ruled by Leo. It's a very playful energy. It's a very self-centered energy. So don't get me wrong, these people can have negative characteristics if they are egocentric, if their ego is inflated, if they're a narcissist, so it's important to stay humble and just let your talents speak for themselves. That is when you will attract the most happiness in your life, is when you're just doing your own thing, and people will recognize that, and people will see what you're good at, and they will come to you, and the recognition and the talents and the opportunities that you were searching for will come to you when you just do your own thing and let that shit flow to you. But if you're someone that's like really attention seeking and needs it and needs to like flaunt it and everything, then you're gonna come off as it's a turn off for people. They're just like, oh, this man has an ego, bro. But in reality, you just love yourself and you love what you're able to do, and that's how you express yourself. And that's a very beautiful thing to have, because not a lot of people can express themselves like that. Not a lot of people are good at what they do. A lot of teachers have this placement because this aspect makes you very good with children. If you're a parent, you're going to be a really great parent, but you're more likely going to also embody a childlike persona when you're in a relationship. So it's important when it comes to marriage that you search for someone that's a little bit more stable and grounding and can play the bad cop while you play the good cop like all the time. You know what I mean? So also here this makes a socialite, and even if they're not a socialite, it makes them crave being social. They're natural social butterflies, and whenever you're feeling down, all you really need to do is go connect with people and go connect with what you love, and you'll feel better. So they can become party animals and obsessed with the party lifestyle and obsessed with the drinking and the having fun. It's important here that you don't go too far with the drinking, because you're just going to get even more egotistical. But they love the center of attention, even if they don't say it. Even if they're humble, they love it. They deserve it too. They deserve the center of attention. Like, they're great people to have this center of attention, because they can be the life of the party, and they can make their friends feel good. They can make their family feel better. And even though sometimes it can seem like they're always positive, and it can also seem like they're perfect, it's scary. It's scary because they are able to put on a happy persona. This is where the sun is. The sun is like lighting up this part of their life, the good part of their life, their talents, their gifts, their abilities, and all of that. And they actually can struggle a lot. They're good at what they do because they put a hard work into it. You know, it's not something that like came easily to them. It's not something. It's whatever they accomplish, whatever they're good at, whatever their gifts are. It's like something that they put a lot of dedication into. Whether and that doesn't necessarily have to be like football or dancing or painting. It's just any area of their life that they're recognized for and that makes them seem like, oh my god, they're so perfect. Check again, honey, because they put a lot of work to be that perfect, you know? So they can actually attract a lot of haters because it's like people see how like beautiful they are as human beings, as souls, because they're very beautiful people, personality wise and appearance wise, and they'll start hating on them. And it's like, don't hate on me, bro. Like, I worked hard to be here. Like, I'm just trying to be happy. Like, I deal with my personal stuff by myself because I'm strong and I'm independent and I take care of my emotions, and I'm not going to bring that to you and bring you down unless they're really close to you. Then they'll let you see that kind of like weaker side of them, you know? But they're very hard-headed, strong people. So whatever they do and whatever they have to deal with, they'll usually deal with privately, unless they have to, unless you're someone that they're really close to. And even then, they won't get like too sappy. They might get a little bit dramatic though, like the small problems may not seem like a small problem. They can get, at their worst, very into the gossip and the popularity thing, and they need it to feel valued as a person. They need recognition. They can get into that whole drama thing, but that's not with everybody. Okay. You'll find that as they get older, and whatever it is, they're very fun. They're very childlike, so they'll always spend their money on their hobbies. A big part of their income and stuff like that. Not a huge part, but like a good portion will go into enjoying life. And they're never gonna want to enjoy life by themselves. They're probably gonna want to do it with their partner, because here this house also rules those fling relationships, those fun relationships, and they have a very colorful sexuality. And they attract a lot of different types. This lighting is making me look so white. So I don't really know if that helped, but whatever. They attract people like easily because they are very accepting of other people. And when they see someone's talents, they're always very impressed with it if it's something that they can't do. And they like to attract people from all walks of life, all people that are talented, and all that. They especially need, in relationships, they need to be fun and they need to be playful. That's only this aspect though. I'm sure you guys have other aspects in your chart that indicate wanting a deeper relationship and all of that. But usually they're going to be attracted to people that are well established in what they do, whether it is a creative hobby or whether it's their job or whatever. But it's someone that they can have fun with. Relationships for them are playful and they're lighthearted. They're not going to be necessarily attracted to the person that's depressed and cries all the fucking time about everything and doesn't put any hard work and wants to isolate themselves all the time. That's unattractive to them, you know? And they're gonna want someone that they can show off. They're gonna want someone that's beautiful. They're gonna want someone that's like that they're proud of, because this house is ruled by Leo, and Leo and their partner, Leos take their relationships very seriously, even though it can come off as playful. But like the person that they love is the person that they love. Like, you know, that's not to say that they're gonna like isolate themselves and not talk to anybody else and be like jealous and possessive over you. Nah, man, it's just that like these people, like they want someone that looks good. They want someone that compliments them, you know? You can't just have like someone that's creative and amazing and a social person and then have someone that's like depressing. Like, that's only gonna bring them down, bro. A lot of times these people can actually have their energy drained. Um, not in It's because if they love you and if they care about you, they want you to be happy too. And that's a very it's a very it's a placement that can go like either way. It can be that very generous, fun Leo energy, and it can be that very like bossy, controlling, I'm better than you Leo energy that nobody likes to be around. So it really just depends on the person, you know, but I want to focus on the positive for this video, you know? Yeah, I think that's about it. A colorful sexuality. Relationships need to be expressive. They like that romance thing. They're gonna post you on your social media. And even if they don't, they might like it when you do it. They like to, like, they value loyalty in their friendships and in their workplace and especially with their relationship partner. So it's like, if you can show them off, they love it. They love the attention, bro. Trust me. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.